What I'd like to do now is to give you a very high-level overview of the entire Zentitle architecture and ecosystem. So of course it starts with the Zentitle Cloud, fully multi-tenant, very easy to spin up an account. We can work with you to do a proof of concept and so forth. And that allows you to have a consistent, highly scalable system of record for keeping track of everything that you've sold, each and every individual customer, when those rights expire, what features should be included, and so forth. So that acts as that system of record. Now that can be populated, fed, by whatever order entry process you have. So whether you're doing inside sales, fulfilling through, say, Salesforce or Dynamics, Zoho, SAP, Oracle, NetSuite, and so forth, you can map all of that order fulfillment into creating the appropriate set of rights within the Zentitle Cloud. And of course, if you're using e-commerce environments, Stripe, Zuora, Chargebee, and so forth, we can accommodate all of that as well. So here there's a very powerful set of web services to populate that. Now within that, as you are defining your various offerings, we have full capabilities to allow you to easily define what set of rights each individual package or SKU or offering should have. And so you can create as many individual offerings as you like, each of them with their own unique set of rights. You can do upgrades for a customer from one edition to another, and so forth. Within that set of offerings, we support a wide variety of different business models, and these are all out of the box. So if you want to do perpetual-based licenses, perpetual plus maintenance, feature-based licensing, turning individual capabilities, components, modules on or off for given customers, subscriptions, 1 year, 2 year, 1 month, 3 days, and so forth, concurrent and floating-based licensing, so 100 concurrent seats, named users for a specific set of named individuals, arbitrary seat count, so we support both single-seat licensing as well as multi-seat licensing, capacity-based licensing, so you may have some metric that you want to be able to limit within your given application. Of course, we also support usage-based models, so capturing usage information from your application, flowing that back to the cloud for use in a billing model. And then we have great support for trials. So if you're looking to have a trial component as being part of your go-to-market, you want to set people up on a trial, self-serve, easily have them register, get an initial license very easily, and then work to convert them into a fully paid license. And so you can then take any of those business models, tie that into your packaging, and then have applications reference those rights and enforce those rights across a wide number of deployment models. So whether you're dealing with on-prem software, whether it's desktop, server-based, could be Windows, Mac, Linux, Intel-based, ARM-based, Apple Silicon, and so forth, we have you covered there. IoT with, say, embedded Linux, again, both Intel and ARM-based. And of course, more and more, we're doing SaaS-based models where companies are coming to us to say, hey, we need you to manage the definitive set of rights against all of our SaaS customers. And then we support mobile as well. Now, within all of that, we can support both license key-based models where you assign a given serial key, an arbitrary string. Format of that is totally up to you. And that is the way that individual end customers will access the specific set of rights that you've sold them. Or we can also support identity-based models where you can use our built-in identity system, or you can leverage an existing identity platform that you may already be using with your customers for support logins or knowledge base and so forth. So we can tie into any OpenID Connect-based identity platform, Auth0, Okta, ForgeRock, what have you. In terms of the applications, using our SDKs in order to access all of this, we have language bindings in C, C++, Java, Python, and so forth. So any language that you're making use of, you can easily access all of these capabilities from within those applications. From an end customer standpoint, in terms of being able to access those license rights, we of course support online connected customers, whether they have a permanent connection or at least an intermittent level connection. Our lease period mechanism gives you a lot of fine-grained control about, even for application licenses deployed in the field, you still have control over how frequently those should be refreshed. We also support offline node lock licenses. So if an individual end customer needs to activate an individual desktop or an individual server, we support easy offline activation approaches there. And then if you sell customers a large seat count license, for example, into an enterprise, and that enterprise is wanting to run in a completely secure or dark environment, we can provide you with a local license server that gives you the ability to delegate licenses into that local license server, have that deployed at that end customer environment in a secure manner in a Docker container that then allows your license policies to be securely and predictably enforced within that network, but not requiring any ongoing connectivity back to the internet, to the Zentitle Cloud, and so forth. So those are all the capabilities from an end customer standpoint and go-to-market. Now, all of that, of course, being represented in the Zentitle Cloud, including the usage data that comes back from those applications. So you can use that for robust reporting, like show me all the licenses that are about to expire in the next 30 days, or show me all the licenses for this top customer, or whatever you choose. So really easy access to that information, both directly through our UI as well as through APIs. We also support billing, so you can flow that usage data back through the Zentitle Cloud and then use that as an underpinning for some variable usage-based or metered billing model. We can also provide an end customer-facing portal that can be branded according to your specific logo, custom style sheet, and in fact, you can even reference it through a domain of your choice. That is available out of the box, so you've got a robust set of capabilities without having to write anything yourself. And again, that can also be integrated with your identity platform, so you can have single sign-on across a broad set of end customer-facing services with a single set of credentials. And of course, one of the other key areas that leverage this information are support and renewals. So support from the standpoint of being able to see definitively what specific licenses a given customer has. We also get telemetrics back from the field with regards to things like what version of Windows are they running, what features are they using, what version of the application are they using, and so forth. So this gives support all the important intelligence about that customer to really provide the highest quality support. From a renewal standpoint, we can also show usage of the application and how many seats of a given license, for example, are being used over time, what features are being used, so that from a renewal standpoint, they can understand, is the account growing? Is it shrinking? Who's using it? Who are the individuals who are making most use of it? So they can really hone in on what is the value that the customer is currently getting out of the application, and how should we take that into account as we start to propose a renewal. And so this entire infrastructure really kind of forms the central nervous system of a software company and allows your end customers and all the other stakeholders of the organization to have that common frame of reference of exactly what you've sold and exactly how it's being used.